Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. I am really excited to hear what you guys did on the weekend because I know that something very interesting was happening in Abu Dhabi and the whole UAE this past weekend and still going on. So I'm interested to hear about that. I'll be talking about that in a minute. For today, couple quick things just to make sure that you have done for today. First of all, your math textbook homework should be done. Just keep it with you. There was that one question, the hiking question, to have posted onto Seesaw. The next thing was to play 20 questions on Prodigy. So hopefully you have done that on Thursday even. But I'll be checking those today. And then the seasons visual onto Seesaw, the one that has the picture to show as much as you can for the different seasons. Okay, so into our next thing for today. Okay, so like I said, I hope everyone had a really great weekend, and I'm really interested to hear what you did while you were on the full lockdown. So I would love for you to share your stories under the specific question that I ask you in Edmodo. And this will kind of count as your attendance check-in for the morning. I would like you to just tell me what you got up to and maybe what you saw, because I heard they were using drones to help spread this sort of citywide or countrywide sanitation process. So I'm really interested in your own individual stories around that, or just like if you didn't see anything, just like what you did, like what it was like to be on a full lockdown. Okay. So, big news. The PATs are officially canceled. There was a little bit of talk around there possibly being the opportunity to still do field tests, which wouldn't be used as like actual marks for the PAT, but it would have just been the opportunity for you guys to still go through the process of having a PAT. And field tests are actually always offered, and I had put my name into the pool of teachers who was keen to learn more about them, which would have been where we would have done a practice PAT administered by the government beforehand. And it's mainly to give the government feedback on whether the questions are at a good level. So if they're noticing, oh yeah, the whole class is getting like this question wrong, then it's indication to them that the question is too hard, that they need to relook at it. So I was kind of thinking that for people who were interested, maybe we would do that. However, they have also canceled that. So officially there's no PATs. Administration and myself and the other grade 6 teachers are going to still talk about if there's people who want to still go through the practice of doing a cumulative exam, what we'd get in line for people to do that. So we still have to kind of stay posted for what's going to happen in June. But the way that PATs were going to run is definitely not going to happen. So that's kind of nice because we can all breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, meaning that because I'm already noticing that it's taking us a bit longer to get through stuff than we would if we were in class. So it's going to be nice that we can just really focus on doing a good quality of learning everything. And we'll still be able to get through everything that we're supposed to get through within the year. But it's now we don't have to, like my plan always was to have everything done by beginning of June to then review for the month of June. But now we can actually take the month of June to finish learning what we're supposed to be learning, which is really great if we don't go back to school, which we don't know yet. That's the other thing. Sorry, I'll put my face back up. There should be message coming from administration this week. They haven't heard anything from ADEC about like what is happening beyond this coming up Thursday. But just with the case of what we know is happening around the world with COVID, we know that it is like, it's definitely still at a very like similar, if not worse level than it was when we first shifted to distance learning. So we're thinking the chances are quite high that we're going to be continuing. For how long, we don't know. Like we have not been told anything from ADEC, but we will be told this week. So I'll keep you guys posted as soon as I know more, and I'm sure administration will be letting everyone know too. Okay, so feedback. Couple of things. When I'm giving you feedback, this is like mainly feedback from me to you. For the fact that now I don't, like at the beginning of math class, I can't just like hand back your books, or social says I just can't hand back your books so we're all seeing it at once. You're going to see the comments from me coming in at different times. And I am working on this stuff beyond just like from 8 o'clock until 3 o'clock, because usually between 8 o'clock and 3 o'clock, I'm responding to your questions and I'm planning the next lessons and I'm making the content that you're learning, and a little bit of marking, but I can't, like, I don't, it's normally how it is also within like normal school. You don't get everything necessarily back within the hours of 8 to 3. However, with that in mind, you guys know kind of my feelings towards screen time. I don't love it. In fact, like I was kind of noticing that I had a bit of a headache on the weekend. I think it's just because I was like in front of the screen for so long. So what I really suggest is after you're done your work on the computer, put away your computer, put away your screen, and especially on the weekend, I would really suggest not going to Edmodo and not going into Seesaw. Because you should, like the homework that I gave on Thursday, even though it's due today, you shouldn't need to be working on the weekend. That's meant to be a time for your brains to be not looking at a screen and not sort of like, engaged in school material. You should be doing something like different. So I know it's tempting to always kind of want to check, and it's this kind of like habit that we get into, scrolling and checking through what messages you're missing. But I really encourage you for school to kind of keep it between the hours as much as possible of 8 o'clock until 3 o'clock, even though I will be messaging you other than that. Right. Okay. Then Edmodo, Fishing in the Dark. I will have those all finished today at some point. They're definitely a long process for me to go through. And then Seesaw today as well. There's things that you're starting to already receive back. So just keep checking Seesaw too. Okay. Next thing is, again, here are these codes. I've gotten a message from Miss Jamie saying that Miss Emma has posted something for swimming. So I think it's going to be in PE, but you might notice a new code popping up here, possibly for swimming. I will keep you posted on that. Again, for Arabic, if you were not sure of something to do with Arabic, the best place to contact is directly your teacher. If you're wondering, I'm going to ask you who your teacher is so that I can just send you their email, because they have different methods and I don't want to say something that is wrong from what they're doing. Okay. So again, here is our plan, overall kind of plan for the day. Okay, so morning message, submit to me some things for math and ELA. Actually, there was nothing for ELA that you have to do for today, so that one's fine. Keep working through ongoing tasks, which mainly is going to be Prodigy, which you will see. I'll talk about that right away. And then new math lesson posted at 9 o'clock. New lesson, this is meant to say for ELA, posted at 9:30. And then it's not going to be much day for ELA, though. I'll explain that in a minute. New lesson for science, and then work at your own pace through social and science today. Oh, this is wrong. This is from the other day.